Sundown tonight marks the end of Yom Kippur, the solemn day of atonement and reflection for Jews everywhere. On the Jewish calendar, the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year, and Yom Kippur are known as the days of repentance. This year, they've also been days of sadness as Israeli hostages begin a second year of captivity and fighting in Gaza and Lebanon intensifies. We asked Jews around the country how they're observing these important days, which coincide with the anniversary of October 7th.
I am Jill Perlman. I serve as the senior rabbi at Temple Isaiah in Lafayette, California. Rosh Hashanah celebrates the birth of our world. It's a time of great joy and celebration. And then we have Yom Kippur, which is known as the Day of Atonement. It's a chance for us to make sure as we're starting a new year that we're really starting off on the right foot.
My name is Skylar Strudwick. I live in Minneapolis, and I'm a college student at the University of Minnesota. On Yom Kippur, I find that singing traditional Jewish songs and welcoming the new year through music really helps me feel connected to the history of the Jewish people.
My name is Mark Baker. I'm from Brookline, Massachusetts. I think on a spiritual and personal level, this high holiday season is always a chance to pause, look back on the past year, kind of reflect on who I was, and also take time to look forward to the year ahead.
I am David Berenson. I live in Cleveland Heights, a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. I have a lot of family that lives in Israel, and I also have Palestinian friends. So all that's happening now affects us because we're just so concerned about those people we know, but also just about the way the Middle East problems are affecting the world.
My name is Deborah Barrett. I'm from Los Angeles. I found this year we were more thoughtful than celebratory.
If you walk in through our sanctuary doors, you will see a giant poster with every single picture of one of those hostages that needs to come home. In our prayers, we make sure there is a section where we are praying for the hostages, praying for peace, because these people are in our hearts. They are our extended family.
I keep coming back to the pain and the struggle of ordinary people living in Israel or living in Gaza.
Obviously, this war this past year has been extraordinarily complicated and messy, and reasonable people have different perspectives on that, and it's hard to hold those perspectives in a time of trauma.
I hear a lot of anti-Semitism coming from communities around me, and it hurts. It hurts really badly, especially during the holidays. I grieve the loss of Jewish life, and I grieve those lost in Gaza, and it's not mutually exclusive.
Our community has been in grief, and the grief doesn't end after a year. The grief is ongoing.
Our community leaders have created space for us to ask the big questions like, where was God when people were afraid for their lives and the lives of their children?
With this new year starting, I really focus on hoping for peace, hoping for joy, and hoping for life.
Part of how we continue to not only survive but thrive is to stay strong, stay resilient, reflect, continue to improve ourselves, stay together as a community, not let our differences tear us apart. That's what we're trying to do. And I think the high holidays lend itself to that.